My name is Jim McLaren. Today is Friday, February the 14th, 2020. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Today we're going to use a light switch combo with a receptacle. Add a receptacle to this light switch combo. Now the difference with this scenario is the power goes to the light first, then to the switch, and to the outlet. So to do that, we need 3 wires between the switch and the light. Get power to the switch and back to control the light, and we need the outlet being hot all the time, independent of the switch. So the way we do that, we'll just take the blacks first. So the black comes in, it's marred with from the 14.2 and the 14.3, and then power goes to the one side of the outlet, and power goes through to the switch, the bottom of the switch, and then all the whites are connected. And one of the whites goes back to the silver screw on the light jumper here. And the white goes through here, complete the circuit on the receptacle. And then the white just goes through here and it just gets marred for now. I'm not going to use that white. It just gets marred inside the box. Now, the 3 wire coming from the switch goes back to the light on the gold-colored screw. So we got power going into the switch, coming through the switch, turns on the light, and we've got power going to the receptacle all the time. We're going to use a cab tire. This has got the white and the black and the ground. Plug that into an outlet, and I just run it into this junction box here. And the junction box is so the power goes on to the light first, and then because the power goes to light, you're going to have to use 3 wires between the light and the switch. And the outlet's going to be hot, so you need to run black wire and white wire to the outlets. And you need to have 3 wires from the light to the switch to operate the switch independently of the outlet. So we're going to already hook up to all the whites. All the whites are hooked up, and it's hooked up to the silver terminal on the lamp. And we're going to hook up the red coming from the three-way wires. We're going to hook up the red. Put our loop in here. And hook up the red to the light. Now you always hook it the same way you turn the screw to tighten it on. That's tight there. And we're going to tighten these down as well. The 2 screws, the 2 opposite screws here, tighten them down too, so they don't touch anything. Now I got the ground screw coming from the outlet of the light going into the switch. So the ground screw is here, is connected to the octagon box, and I got the cab tire wire going into one of these Wago connectors, and then the 3 wire one, I'm going to put the other one into the other Wago one here. Now I've got 3 grounds in here, one coming from the 3 wire, one coming from the cab tire, and one going to the switch. So I got the red going to the light switch on the gold side, the white's all connected, and one of the jumper wire going to the silver side. The grounds are all connected. Now I can connect all 3 blacks. I don't have any more of these Wago connectors. I'm doing a project up in my other house, and they're all up there. So I'm going to have to go the old-fashioned wing nut. So all the blacks are going to go together. So the black coming from the outlet is going to plug into the outlet. The black that's on the 3 wires is going to go to the switch, and the black that's going to feed to the receptacle. Put all these 3 wires together. Just twist them together. Looks more difficult because there's 3 wires in here. It'd be a lot easier using the Wago connector. So all the blacks are connected now. These 14 wires to run between the outlet and the switch here, and so we have power to the outlet, and the switch does not affect the outlet. And running wire from the going to the light first. So we're gonna need a 3 wire, and then this is the 14-3 black, red, white ground. So I seen another video of the guy I already started it here, where he just pinched the wires, the sheathing here, pinched the sheathing, and was able to take the wires apart without using a knife. There you go. So now we'll cut these wires here. This is the Milwaukee 6-in-1. I did a review of this one. 14-3 wire. So I'm going to strip this. I'm going to use my Milwaukee pliers here to see how much I need to strip here. So 14-3. So just use my Milwaukee pliers to see how much you need to strip off here. Strips it nice. So now, recapping, you've got all the blacks connected, and the red connected to the gold, the white connected to the silver. Now the blacks and the white going to go through here, and we're going to mar them or use these Wago connectors. So the black's going to go here, the white's going to go here, and just it's on the gold screw and on the silver screw, the white on the silver screw, and I got it grounded here to the ground here. So now we're going to put the 3 wires in here so we can connect the switch. So the switch will power the light, and the receptacle will be hot all the time. So we've got the this running to an outlet here. We're just going to use this cab tire wire just to temporarily show you how to do this. The grounds are all grounded to the box, the 2 grounds into this Wago connector. I marred all the black wires. All the black wires are marred together. All the white wires are marred together. And one of the jumper wires goes to the silver switch, the silver terminal. And the red wire going from the 3-way wire, 3 wires, 14-3, going to the switch. So the red is connected to the gold terminal. Now we got power going in here, and we've marked it with the Wago connectors, black to black, white to white, going to the receptacle. The receptacle will always be hot. The light will control, the switch will control the light. Receptacle will be always hot. So we're going to hook up the switch now. We're going to hook up the black to the bottom of the switch, the red to the top of the switch, which will go back to the light. And we're going to hook up the ground. And the white wire, we're just going to trim it off here and just mar it here. So trim it off here. And just mar it using the Wago connector here. It's going to stay like that. The black wire is going to go on the bottom of the switch, and the red wire on the top. So we're going to loop our wires here. This is just a nice job of these loopers on this Milwaukee 6-in-1 here. It's a nice job of looping. So the black wire goes on the bottom of the switch. And remember, when you're tightening it, you put the wire the same way you're tightening it. The black is on the bottom here. And the And red will go to the top of the switch. Now we'll just show it to you before we hook up the ground at the bottom of the switch. So again, we've got power going into here. The black goes to here. You get power going here. Now, from the MAR, you got power going into the switch. And then you're going to switch it on, and this power is going to go back through the red, back into the light. So the switch operates the light. Receptacle stays hot all the time. We hook the ground on the last here. That goes to the... It's grounded to the box, and it's grounded to the switch now. And we turn we loop it the same way we turn the screw. So everything's hooked up now. And we've got power going to the receptacle, independent. We've got power going to the switch, which will turn on the light. And we'll have to ground all these. We're going to have to put these receptacles against the grounds here so we don't have an open ground when you put the circuit live. So rather than hardwire everything or show you from a wall somewhere, I just put this cab tire, use this cab tire to get power going to the junction box here. And we need 3 wires from the light because power goes to the light first. Need 3 wires go to the switch to get power back to the light. And then we got power coming into here that gives power to the outlet. So the outlet is always hot. The switch is not interfered by the outlet at all. Always hot. The switch controls the light. Now you could have saved yourself a step by running the wire from the junction box directly to the outlet. Doesn't matter. I showed everything inside here. Nice compact job inside here. So we'll turn the power on now and we'll see if everything works here. So I got power on the outlet. There's no power there because I got the switches off. I turn the switch on. I got the light switches on. Got power to the light. I've still got power to the receptacle here. So it's unaffected by the switch. So the switch does not turn the power off to the outlet. So I'd like to thank all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. Thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. If you watch this for the first time today, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for taking the time to listen today. Have a great day.